Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back, man. Episode 126 with Brick Shots Antonio of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. Maybe I've had a little too much to drink. Now, yeah, just a little bit. Antonio, instead of the pleasantries, you want to just get right into it right now?
I do.
Okay.
I do, bro.
I'm a little upset Christian's not here for this one, but ESPN just released college football's top 25 players of the 21st century. Again, that's the 2000s. So,
Christian, just let you know.
Because none of these players were on the 21st century all-time athletes list.
Christian, Reggie Bush is on this one.
But I will give a big shout out to Christian. ESPN felt it so hard that they had to come out with this list a couple weeks later. Okay,
yeah, I called him, Christian, just for you because you were so confused.
Now I already got a problem with the number one guy, and Antonio, I know you think I just hate on the trenches and I just don't care. The Ndamukong Suh being number one is crazy. That's absolutely asinine. Top five, I'll give him top five. If you had him in the top 10, I'd still be like, okay, yeah, top 10, that's fine. Number one, when you have the likes of Cam Newton, not a fucking chance. Number one, Antonio, tell me I'm not tripping, right?
You are definitely not tripping. Like you said, bro. Cam Newton was right there, bro.
Yeah.
Cam Newton was right there, bro. But not only that, there is no way that a defensive player is the best college player ever. I mean, the 20 defense, Billy. Nah, man. People don't even sign up to go see defense. Only person like defense is me on the show. You be getting on to me about, hey, that's boring. Don't nobody like defense, man. A quarterback not being number one is really, really surprising. Yeah. It's really, really surprising. Now, was he like that? Of course he was. Suh was a menace. Matt probably gonna like it because he went to Detroit, so he probably gonna be like,
third overall, Matt?
What's that?
Suh went third overall to you guys, right?
Second
overall. Jeez.
Yeah, get it right, man. Matt, remember his picks. I don't like it, Billy. I don't agree with you, ESPN right there.
Okay. I will say, before Matt goes real quick, let me point out some stats. 2019, the Lombardi Award winner, 2019 Outland, 2000 Brokano Logoski Trophy, AP College Player of the Year that year, right? Heisman finalist is a D tackle. That's pretty incredible. But when we get down the list, y'all see why. 24 career sacks, 4 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns. That is a pretty wild stat line, but we got some other defensive linemen in here that have way better stat lines than this guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah. They may have way better stat lines, but then you go ahead and look at what teams those guys were a part of where there's 4 other guys just like those guys who also demand double teams. Suh was just lined up in the middle, and your interior offensive line was like, hey, all 3 of us have to take this guy out of the game, and they couldn't. He was bigger, stronger, faster than everybody on the field. It was like a creative player. It was like take Warren Sapp and put him into high school football. Like that's what it looked like. Like it was out of this world. And a Heisman finalist as a defensive tackle, if you're over 300 pounds, you should not even come close to the top 10.
Okay.
But here he is throwing offensive linemen. I know this was just before the Big Ten, but Nebraska played against where all the NFL offensive linemen come out of. Like he played against, it wasn't like he was playing against a MAC school and was like, hey, I'm Aaron Donald. I'm doing this at Pitt. No, he was playing at Nebraska in 2009. He wasn't playing just Joe Schmoes. He was playing against first-round picks in the interior offensive line. So I completely agree with it. But I would take the argument why all these other guys just below him should be at 1, but I'm perfectly fine with him at 1.
Okay. I'm with you. Now, Number 2, again, another questionable decision, and it's just this is the first quarterback on the list with Baker Mayfield out of Texas Tech and Oklahoma. Had some good seasons at Texas Tech, had a Heisman year at Oklahoma. Big 2015 and 17 Offensive Player of the Year. 15, 16, 17, all Big 12. 131 touchdowns, 1,000 rushing yards over his career with 21 of those touchdowns. Not number 2. I'm sorry. Like I wonder if
Hold on, Billy.
Go ahead.
Real quick before you get your tangent, I want to go back to 2009. Fuck Sue. They ain't play nobody good, man. You know, offensive line prospect comes from fucking Colorado, goddamn Kansas State.
Oh, they were in the Big 12. They weren't in the Big 10 yet, Matt.
Yeah, but this is still better than
Baylor,
Aaron
Iowa
Donald
State
playing Pitt. At Pitt, who was Aaron Donald playing?
I get it, but we ain't talking about him, man. He not number 1.
He's on this list, and Bailey said some other people on this list have better
Louisiana
numbers.
Lafayette. I'm gonna go. I would have went crazy against Louisiana Lafayette.
You named Georgia this year. They played fucking FCS teams. That's not fair, but they did it.
But they also
you're not going to hold that. You're not going to hold that against Jordan Davis. Yeah, he's 350 pounds, runs a 4.4, and he's playing against an accountant. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what Sue did. First game, he probably had 10 sacks first game. You know who they played, Matt? Florida Atlantic. You mean to tell me it's the NFL prospect right there?
Hey.
Number 1 lineman? Come on, man. I mean, Arkansas State. Come on, man. Hey, man, ain't no fucking lineman there. The Raging Cajuns? Come on, man.
Hey, Louisiana, that's the hotbed of football, right?
I get it, man. Iowa State ain't had no line. Only good teams he played.
Oh, don't tell me Iowa State doesn't have offensive linemen. Iowa State.
2009? Name me one.
I can't name a single offensive lineman from 2009 besides fucking Jake Long. Jake Long was 2007. So that,
Guess
wasn't
what?
even right.
Sue ain't play him. So how you play the best interior?
He might have.
That's a number 1. That's a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, he was. I want to see them go.
Sue might have played Jake Long. Sue was in. Sue had to have played against Michigan at some point in his career. I'm assuming.
I don't think so. His last season, I think, was still in the Big 12 because they played Texas.
His last season was 2008, 2009, right?
Yeah.
They
did not play.
We know how college football works. The big schools are going to play the big schools.
Yeah, they didn't. Arizona, Texas, Colorado, Kansas State, Kansas.
Yeah, but that's just 2009.
Baylor.
That's his last year, though.
I'm talking about from 2005 to 2009. Over the course of his career.
All right, maybe.
But that was just one player. I'm sure over the course of his career, he played against other first-round picks and absolutely dog-walked them.
I just want to refute your argument, Matt. Now, that last year, he definitely can't be number 1. He ain't even playing.
Yeah, but then he took that momentum and then dog-walked NFL offensive linemen his first year in the NFL with 10 sacks. His most career sacks. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's not good, man. I'm just saying.
Christian's argument is you're doing NFL shit now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he took that momentum into the NFL.
Yeah. And Nebraska didn't even move to the Big 10 until 2010, Matt.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, I was just throwing it out there.
I know.
I know that, and then you're talking about.
I said it in my beginning argument. It wasn't before the Big 10, but he still played against other big schools.
Okay. Yeah. No,
all I was saying I just use Aaron Donald because he's the other D tackle on the list. Pitt and Nebraska's schedules are very different. Pitt plays other city state colleges.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas Nebraska plays bigger state colleges, not city state colleges.
But okay, so let's go to we'll try to go back to number 2. We're at 10 minutes in.
My fault.
You're good, Tonio. You're good.
Don't let it happen again.
Mayfield, right? The only thing I'm gonna go. He had the road wins against Tennessee or Texas. Excuse me, Oklahoma State, Texas, and Tennessee and Ohio State. That Ohio State that's kind of synonymous with planting the flag in the middle of the field. That was really fucking cool. You had the Kansas game where they didn't even shake his hand and he fucking threw 497 yards on him. That was top notch, and then grabbed his nuts, which is just that's crucial. That's tight right there. I get it, but he shouldn't have been number 2. But I wonder, and this is where we're going to go to number 3 real quick, and then we'll react to 2 and 3. But I think it's a career, Tonio, and that's why Cam Newton's 3rd, because on those Florida teams, he was just kind of, hey, get in there, run over everybody, and get out. So
yeah,
so they got him at 3, but he had the absolute best college football season of all time. I get you want to use Joe Burrow with all those numbers. I will say this forever until I'm dead. Cam Newton did that with 1 draft pick, and it was a guard in the 6th round.
Yep.
Chris Farley on the other side.
Yeah, Chris Farley. That was it. It was Cam Newton, Chris Farley, and Jesus.
Chris Farley came the next year after Cam Newton's year. The year they lost to Florida State.
But he was still on that team.
No, I know. I'm just saying that team that Cam Newton won a national championship with got 1 draft pick that year.
Yeah, just 1.
Oh, yeah. But Chris Farley, I think he was like a sophomore or junior.
Yeah. No. I'm tracking that, but I'm just saying in general, you see Joe Burrow, his draft class, when even Joe Burrow got drafted, I think it was 13 LSU players got drafted. I mean,
he's got the 2 best NFL wide receivers right now.
Yeah. Like that's where I
on
think
that team.
Antonio.
So because you didn't give me a chance to say nothing about the number 2 or Matt, you just talked about it.
No, we were doing 2 and 3. It's
okay. All right. Well, I don't like it because I think we seen it before. It's like the Jordan Kobe jump. Like we seen this player before. I know Kobe's great in his own, but we seen Baker Mayfield before. His shit just didn't translate to the NFL, and that was Johnny Manziel, whose name's not on this list, because we seen him beat Nick Saban twice. We seen him beat like. I don't give a fuck about you. I mean, that Kansas shit was dope, but I don't give a fuck. It's Kansas. Like, you go out, the Ohio State win, gotcha. But you go out and beat Alabama twice.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm with you. I think, like I said, Tony, it was it's Kansas, but like you're not even gonna shake that dude's hand because you don't like him, and then he does what he does against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I respect that. Like, somebody disrespect you, you shit him. But like I said, it ain't Alabama. Like, you go out here, Alabama did nothing to you but have Nick Saban pulling up, and you was like, I'm fucking beat them. So I think Baker Mayfield deserves to be on this list for sure. But I think he's like really, really high for me.
That's a little high. I'm with you.
What you think, Matt?
I think he's high, but if it's like just from the placement of it, based off this list, whoever made it, just the placement of him just above Cam, I think it just goes off the career, whereas Cam had the greatest single season, whereas Baker damn near almost won a Heisman 3 years in a row. Like, that was crazy as like a 5'7" dude. Like, he looked tiny back there.
Well, we're going to get to him on this list that I think should probably be higher. There's another quarterback on this list that their college career, probably one of the most unstoppable forces we've ever seen. Chris,
and we're fixing to get right there, Tonio.
Yeah, but I'm just going on the way the list is. Like, I think it's just based off career numbers. You got to give the nod to Baker, but it's like, hey, we need 1 season from a guy. No one's arguing it's going to be Cam Newton. Or the next guy on the list.
Yeah.
But if you want a consistency, build a team up. If you're going to get 3 years of this play, I'm taking Baker.
I get you. Well, we know 3, Billy. We're gonna skip the 4.
No, we're not skipping 4. We're just gonna do so number 4.
No, I said skip to 4. Skip to 4.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do this one this way, right? So at number 4, Vince Young. Number 5 is Ed Reed, and number 6 is Tim Tebow. I want to do this a little bit, Tonio. So give me the argument that doesn't work, or does it work?
It doesn't work for me. I get it. Like I said, Vince Young, amazing in college. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
Ed Reed, definitely.
304.
Yeah. Ed Reed definitely was one of the ones on the Miami team. But he had that team behind him. Like you said, hey, man, I can be elite, but I got elites behind me, so I'm going to look good. Now, number 7, I'm flipping the list around. That's me.
Okay.
I'm putting Tim Tebow in the top 5 college players 2025, bro. Maybe top 3. It's Tim, bro. If we talking about multiple seasons, even when they were sorry, their standard of sorry was losing 2 games.
Yeah. You'll never the promise. That's on Florida's fucking field. The promise after that Mississippi State loss.
Ole Miss. It was us. Don't disrespect us like that.
I'll put $1 billion that it was on when they lost to Mississippi State.
You would be wrong. They didn't lose Mississippi State. It was Ole Miss.
Go ahead and tell me why.
Yeah, why you Googling?
No, you're still no. Yeah, you're still talking though.
Oh yeah, give me my fucking money. First of all, but I just bro, Tim Tebow. When we were coming up, Billy, that's the epitome of the college football player. College football revolved around him. Right after Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow was the next Reggie Bush. As you talking about, like that player that had the aura. You like, fuck, this dude's good as hell. The gator chop after running somebody over, like the jump pass, the being a white dude with black dude athleticism it was so much, bro. Like it
Covered
was
in
so
blood.
yeah, bro. Like it was being a white dude, black dude athleticism with the craziness of a white dude. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. It was so he was like, damn. So for me, I get it. Vince Young had one of the greatest games we've ever seen. Rose Bowl versus Reggie Bush. He had a great season that year. Probably could have won Heisman. They actually came out and said they tried to give him the Heisman after they snatched it from Reggie, and he wouldn't take it. He was that good. But for me, Tim Tebow is that one for college. Because we just talking college. It's Tim Tebow over Reggie and Ed Reed career. I'm tripping, Matt?
No. Tim Tebow, am I not mistaken, he won 2 Heismans, or he should have won 2 Heismans, right?
Should have won 2. Think he went to 2.
Yeah, I think he got snubbed on 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ed Reed, great safety. But Tim Tebow, if you want to talk about a college quarterback, you're not going to bring up anyone else. You might bring up Cam Newton's 1 season or Joe Burrow's 1 season. But if you want to bring up, hey, we need a college quarterback, or if you write a fucking dictionary of college football, this is a college football quarterback. It's Tim Tebow and his photo right there. Like, you can't not have him in the top 5 of any, like, let's say college football players of all time. He's up there. Like, maybe all time he's top 10, but like of the last 20 years, he's definitely top 5.
All time, you don't even think he's top? You think he's top 10?
Well, I didn't want to say top 5 because there's a lot of people you got to think about. There's a lot of things you got to take in consideration. So I want to take the safe route there and say top 10.
Just in
there's
case,
a lot more than what you're thinking about right now.
Okay. Tonio, you were right. That's my bad. It was 38-24 loss.
I don't want to hear my bad. I just want my $1 billion. I don't care about.
Hey,
$1
billion, Tonio. It's all yours, dude.
Appreciate it. So are we tripping, Billy? Because you didn't.
So I just want to bring up Matt's argument with Baker Mayfield. He could have won the Heisman 3 years. Tim Tebow could have done the same thing. He was 5th in 2009, 3rd in 2008, and 1st in 2007. I mean, I think it was once he won it in 2007. It's the age adage of we don't want to just keep giving it to the same guy. And I think Tim Tebow could have got it, but it's one of those we still, in to this day, we have not seen a back-to-back Heisman winner since Archie Griffin in 73, 74, I believe. And I think that's something that the Heisman House, regardless of how great I think they are, I love the commercials. I love all what they have, the prestige, the legacy of all that, but they just don't want to have another guy equating to Archie Griffin. And that's just what I think Tim Tebow had to deal with. He should have been number 2 if we're doing career-wise, like you guys said, but that's why I just want to bring Matt's argument back up to Baker. And I understand the argument for Baker, but I would have him. I'd probably switch him and Tebow alone. Simply too because Vince Young, and like I talked about Vince Young, his inconsistencies until 2005, where they kind of asked him to do a lot. And this, I was watching a lot of Texas football, obviously, like back in the day. But they were asking him to do, I think, too much, where he just was like, Jesus Christ, like, what do you like? I can't do all of this. So he needed a couple players here and there. And then finally, obviously, got it together in the national championship and won. And then with Ed Reed, I think Ed Reed's a little too high. Me personally, having him on there, obviously I love him as a Raven. did wonderful things in college, did wonderful things in the NFL, and could have done a lot of great things for HBCUs. That's still to come, I believe. That's a different topic for another day. But I don't know if I'd have Ed Reed at 5, but Tim Tebow at 6 is just an absolute travesty. That's too crazy.
I think the same thing about number 7.
Yep.
Reggie Bush. It's Reggie Bush, bro. I don't have to get into him.
He should have been in the top 5 also, right? Are we all?
Yes.
We're all on that, right?
Yeah.
There's only so many spots though, which is crazy. Like these guys need to be top 5. 7 of them need to be top 5, and then we can keep going.
Yeah, but if you honestly too, you could take out 2 of the top. If you put 2 at 6, I'd understand. Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow, Reggie Bush, Tim Tebow, Vince Young, top 3, and then give me Sue at 4. I'd understand that. Maybe Baker at 5. I could do that if that's the argument.
I'm still. What was that?
It's probably Christian with that stupid ass fucking name.
Fuck y'all.
What's up, dude? You know what's funny? After Reggie Bush, and now Christian's coming on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's God working.
That is God working. Praise God.
So I get what Matt's saying, but I'm not putting Vince Young. I can take Vince Young and Sue out.
No way.
And put in Reggie Bush and Cam Newton, and that don't make me sick.
Again, I think
Reggie Bush, Cam Newton, Tim Tebow. Like
that's good.
I get it, but I think you're doing the season thing. We're having a lot of weight with that one season, and it deserves the weight. But before that, he really wasn't doing anything up until that.
But he had never had a chance, though.
That's what I'm saying. So
back to what I was saying, though.
Can we not? It's talking about his college career. Well, his college career, he didn't play until he did, and then his college career was that one most amazing season in fucking college football.
And like you said, he was behind Tebow. Tebow wasn't getting benched.
Or if we want to be real, he left Florida, went to that junior college, won the Natty,
Blinn University,
or whatever it was, won the Natty there, and then came and won the Natty again. So if you want to go his college career, because they didn't include that, back-to-back national championship, I get it. It ain't on the D1 level, but it's a national championship. He won that whole.
Okay.
Like you said, I guarantee the only person I remember from that Auburn offense is the running back, and I can't even remember his name.
Michael Dyer.
Who?
Michael Dyer.
Yeah, that's the only person I remember for that offense. You can't name me nobody else from Cam's offense. Nobody. Came again to name me nobody. Yeah. And like you said, we ain't see nothing but a guard go in the first round with him.
No. He went the 6th round. The whole draft.
Oh, what? The draft, yeah. That's the only person that got drafted.
Okay. Tell me one of Vince Young's receivers.
Oh, Lyman Sweet. They had some receivers.
Oh, Lyman
David
Sweet.
David Thomas at tight end.
Oh, Jordan Shipley too, right?
No, Shipley wasn't playing until McCoy took over.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a Colt McCoy guy.
That's what I was guessing, but I didn't. As you said, Lyman Sweet, I'm like, fuck yeah. Okay, hold on a second.
There you go,
Pittsburgh legend.
There you go, Billy. Hey, bro, Cam top 5, bro. But I could take Ed Reed. Ed Reed's too high. I'm with that. Ed Reed's too high, and Reggie Bush and too low. That's just how it is.
See, I wouldn't be mad at Cam at 6, just outside of the top 5, and squeeze these guys in, just because Cam did it the 1 year, right? Where these other guys consistent. Because I'm going to go off of like how I'm voting on it is, yeah, Cam had the best season ever, but like we didn't see anything else besides him stealing a laptop. Like
allegedly,
that's all we saw.
Allegedly.
So I just think like maybe I don't know. I just think he could fall and put these other guys above him. But then I'm still not mad if you had him at number 1, like if that makes sense. No,
I'm tracking. But you need to say allegedly because there was never any proof of that.
Well, he did it.
Well, no
He
proof.
did.
I'm a lawyer.
Matt would be a fine police officer. Black guy, of course. He did it. Moving on to number 8, Billy. I know you're gonna say any lineman, offensive lineman, too high.
Nope. Hold on. I'm about to argue with you right now. I think this is exactly where Bryant McKinnie should have been. Did you know he was number 8 in Heisman voting?
Did you know he never gave up a sack at Miami?
I didn't know he never gave up a sack.
He didn't give up one sack.
Billy,
Not a chance.
See, Christian, since you've been gone, bro. Every time, or while you here, Billy hate offensive. Every time I talk about the offensive line, bro, because it's near and dear to me, bro. Like I wasn't supposed to play it, but I embraced it. I was good at it.
Right.
So I respect every offensive lineman, especially the good ones. And I just knew I was gonna get on here today and be like, Billy, shut the fuck up. This dude was great, but I ain't have to say it. So.
Nope. This
McKinnie was great.
Look, if he would have got a single Heisman vote, that is that's well deserving of number 8 of all time. And then if we carry over to the NFL, crushed it. Was just another just solid guy in the NFL for fucking not even solid top 5 guy in the NFL for years.
Solid or Hall of Fame?
He's in the Collegiate Hall of Fame. I know that. Hall of Fame in the NFL, I don't think so. I don't think he gets in.
No, he's not even close.
I think he's close. You can't just say not close.
No, in the NFL, he was too big for those small, like Dwight Freeney type guys. They tore his ass up. Now, for college, where they're not athletic, he was a 6'10", 400-pound guy, and he would you get his mitts on him, and they're done. Like, yeah, he was way too big and strong for college. But NFL, he was a good tackle, but I don't think he's close to Hall of Fame.
That's fair.
Let's go, Billy, because we here. We need to.
No, you're right. I thought you were honestly taking over. You can't do most of the countdown and then be like, all right, now it's on you. Hold on, I got
do any of the countdown, Billy.
So
I just did like 2 numbers, bro.
You just did number 8 and you did fucking 7.
That's 2 out of
the last 2, and then now you're like, all right, Billy, you got it. All right, look. So number 9, Joe Burrow, easy. 10, Larry Fitzgerald.
That's okay.
We'll go in. Go ahead. Let's go. Let's go to Christian, go ahead. Tell me about those 2.
Burrow, yeah, that's good. Kind of like Newton. He didn't have a chance to play at Ohio State. Got to LSU, played one decent year, junior year, or was it his senior year? He came out. Senior year went off, but at the same time, hell, he was playing with 2 NFL superstars. So it's kind of hard to judge. Great year, so yeah, that's okay. And Fitzgerald, yeah, I don't know if I've seen a better receiver in college from 2000 besides honorable mention Charles Rogers.
Matt,
you from Michigan? What you think?
I want to say one thing about wide receivers from this list. We're talking about best college players. Corey Davis needs to be on this list.
I don't know about Davis. He put up good numbers.
NCAA leader of all time leader of NCAA yards. Western Michigan to an undefeated season.
Okay,
but if you look it up, top receivers, the most receiving yards, the receivers from like Nevada. He's not a top damn college receiver.
It's Patrick Edwards from Houston.
No.
And then Corey Davis, then Patrick Edwards.
That's touchdowns, I believe, not yards.
No, yards.
Okay, well then the guy I'm talking about.
I think we've had this argument before, but yeah, it's one random dude from like the 80s in Nevada. But no one counts that.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, I like Corey Davis, but I don't know if I put him better than Rodgers. Definitely not Fitzgerald.
No. I'm not saying he wasn't better than Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald hasn't dropped a ball since fucking kindergarten.
Right.
He still hasn't officially retired.
He might as well. I mean, I like the Corey Davis. If somebody put him in there, it'd be interesting. But I like those 2 right there to wrap it up.
I don't like Joe Burrow being this high on the list.
Who would you replace him with?
I'm not replaced him with anyone. I'm just going to put him. I mean, I would replace some other people down the list, but he'd be closer to the bottom. I just don't think best players of all time, you can't just have one great season. Like if we have a one-hit wonder, like someone who puts out a song and it's great, number one for the summer, he's not the greatest artist of all time in the 2010s. He's had a great song, and everyone liked it. I just don't think
that's the same thing we just said about Cam.
Yeah, but I mean, I still have the flip side of the argument. I'm not mad that he's on the list, but I just don't think either one of the. I also said Cam should be down more than what he's at. I just don't think he should be at 9. You have players who played 4 years and put up great numbers for 4 years, and then this guy who sat the bench at Ohio State and then went off with Hall of Fame talent. Like, we got to do a little more digging and seeing what kind of situations these people were in. That's all
I see where Matt coming from.
I get it, but first of all, because I feel like we should just do the next 10 next week, Billy. Or you want to go through the whole list?
Let's do the top 15 today, and then we'll do the next 10 next week.
So first of all, if you got them, why the fuck not use them, Matt?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying these other situations we got to play into it. Yeah, if you have it, use it. That's why he's on this list. That's why he went number 1 overall, and he's still shown he's good. It wasn't like a one-hit thing, but like these other guys are in different situations. Like,
and Matt,
you gotta account for it.
His one season was the greatest offensive season ever.
Debatable with Cam.
No. Not like.
Oh, you're not stat wise.
Not like stat wise. I ain't talking about individual play wise. I'm talking about like his whole offense. They had number 1 offense ever.
Take me out for a second.
Take you out?
Yeah.
This guy's coming in here loud as hell.
He's so loud.
I
don't think he knows he can't come back in without like.
Yeah.
Anyway, Antonio, keep going.
So I ain't mad at him. Because man, 6,000 yards is crazy.
I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm just saying on the list he should be a little bit lower because other people had multiple seasons. That's the only reason I see Baker Mayfield at 2. Now, do I agree with it? Probably not. Like, I think Tim Tebow should probably be in that spot, but he just did it for more than one season.
Baker won a natty?
No.
See, you got it. Hey, that's big, man. That's one of them.
That's why I said Tim Tebow should. That's what I'm saying. Tim Tebow should be there, but that's also why those two guys are ahead of Joe Burrow. But I also think they just put him a little too high.
I get it.
Other people had more seasons of success where he had one fantastic season.
Yeah.
These other guys, like, I don't know if you guys see what I'm saying, but
I get it.
The Hall of Fame isn't off one season, right?
Yeah.
Like,
sure. Hey, Antonio, so I think you were right. Like, maybe let's do the next 15 next week. But I will ask one thing, Antonio and Matt. This is both of y'all. Oh, is Christian trying to come back in, Antonio? You think?
I don't fucking know.
Christian.
No, don't put me back in.
Oh, okay. All right, fuck it. Here, cancel him out and see when he calls back. I'll remove him.
All right.
All right. So, Antonio, Matt, do we think Joe Burrow has the season he has, or let's say has the college career in general he has, if he stays at Ohio State?
Possibly. Ohio State always putting talent around talent as well. So possibly. I mean, it wasn't gonna be
because he could have Wilson's you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll say absolutely not, because he would have had Ryan Day. Not saying anything bad about Ryan Day. I'm not doing the Michigan thing right now. But he went to LSU and had fucking Ed Orgeron, go Tigers. He was like, this guy's good, I'm going to throw the ball. Where Ryan Day be like, hey, we got a running back. We should run the ball. Whereas Ed Orgeron was like, no, we got to throw that ball. We got to throw that ball.
But
that's all he was going to do.
I think with his season 2, we forget that he didn't have classes his last season. So, and he said this on a couple of interviews where he was like, yeah, I just watch film all day. Why would I didn't have a class to go to.
Yeah.
I just watched.
He went to school at Ohio State and played football at LSU.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. The talent, he ain't gonna just tell me, and nobody could tell you. And Matt know this. Ohio State get talent. Like they gonna have some talent. So I don't, but the coaching does matter. So good old Edo. He been ever since I've been knowing him. Hey, whoever the best on offense, that's what I'm going to.
He's a simple man. I got this guy, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, go Tigers.
Yeah. Ed Orgeron has the best fired story ever. Hey, we're going to give you $35 million, but you got to go. What door you want me to use?
I'm going to buy me a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Antonio. So we'll get into a little bit of the Olympics. I just know that I'm not going to speak well to it other than the basketball side. Haven't really cared. U.S. is 7th in medals, and Joel Embiid fucking sucks for playing for the Olympic team.
I want Joel brought in on charges of espionage.
Jesus. Felonies.
He has put on the worst display of basketball play that I've seen in a while. That game against because normally, and it's crazy. I'm not a Joel Embiid homer or at all, but I know he good. I know he ain't ass.
You're not a hater neither, really, of Joel.
Yeah, I know he good. I give it to him where it's due. And most of the time, when him and Joker play, it's a really good matchup. Both of them high 30s, high 40s, maybe.
Yeah.
Not against Serbia. Joker was doing whatever, whenever to Joel, and he's just out there like, bro, Joel got put on a guard and couldn't even back him down into the paint. Like, bro, you're 7'3", 270 at least. You don't know how to play. And he played 0 minutes today, and it was Steve Kerr gonna say is because he can't play everybody, but that's a lie. Because last week he only said he could play 10. He played everybody except for one person today, and that was Joel.
Yeah.
So, you can call it what it is, man. You don't want the country embarrassed because this dude out here looking trash. Like, he garbage, bro. We gotta get him off the team, man. He got 40-year-old Captain America just out here. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all I still got it. Hey, Lakers, I'm still really good. If y'all are making fun around me, I got you. I can show you I can still win or something.
Yeah.
That's just a sidebar.
I just want to have some fun. What do we do?
That's a sidebar. But Joel out there like, yep, I've been telling y'all to trust the process. Well, the process is never gonna process it. That's what it is. Joel out there looking like, I don't know, Randall Cunningham. He's just a quarterback out there. It's very, very, very bad display of basketball.
Let me defend Joel a little bit. Tim Duncan, who's again by you guys the best power forward to ever play, right? He also didn't fare well in a lot of Olympic matchups. He played pretty to Tim Duncan standards horribly in a lot of the Olympic games. It is a different kind of game. Like even watching it, like again, I'm not an Olympics guy. I don't really get hyped about the Olympics. But with that, it is a different kind of. It's not an NBA game. It's not what you watch when you see the Thunder and the Nuggets. It's not what you watch when you see the Lakers and the Celtics. It's just not the same kind of.
It's kind of more fun, but I ain't gonna lie. FIBA rules a little more fun.
Okay, is there less? Yeah, I was gonna say less fouls, a lot less flopping. I feel like
you can't flop. They don't give a damn.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a damn.
It feels like the only kind of like hard fouls they give is like just egregious foul, like where you're like, oh, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Like,
and like I told you last week, and it's still on display. Anthony Davis going crazy because there ain't no defense of 3 seconds. So if you drive, he's sending that shit. Like I see him volleyball bolt somebody's shit today, and I was like, God damn, he smacked that shit, bro. And I was like, bro, that's a tech. That's why you hit that shit like that. So he's going off. Every big has been playing well except for Joel. I feel like the USA, even though we 7 right now, track and field has not started, so that's where we're gonna win pretty heavily as well.
I can't wait for Shakari to get her medal.
Yeah, me neither.
We don't like Noah Lyles though.
Don't fuck with Noah Lyles.
Explain that. Who's that? What did he do?
The guy who's like, why do they call NBA world champions when they don't compete against the rest of the world?
Oh yeah, that idiot. Shut up.
Yeah.
When literally half the best players are from other countries, and there's a team in Canada.
Yeah. I definitely, and this might be shitty to say. If he lose, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah, we don't. That's the only American I'm not rooting for.
Yeah, I don't really care about him.
I'm glad we clarified because I know that we're all on the same side.
He did something else dumb recently too. I just don't remember what it was.
Playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards out there or something. It was.
Don't be a hater.
Nah, Billy, too damn over that. I also didn't bring it up, Billy. How do we feel about some of these people getting or Olympic gold medalists only getting $37,000? Aside from the NBA, because even the WNBA, that's a paycheck for them. That's a big pay jump. But aside from the NBA players, bro, China is giving out $7. That's why China in the lead. They're making $758,000 for a gold medal.
So again, I'm only going to preface that because I don't know enough. I just need to let people know I don't know enough. But I do believe it's the same aspect of people don't care about these sports in America. I'm sorry. Like we like to pretend. I think in America we like to pretend we're like, oh, the Olympics, woohoo. But it's like, bro, it's on at 6 a.m. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss this. Like we're not pulling in the ratings, and it's like you're in America, you're only gonna get paid if we're watching what the fuck you got going on. And I'm sorry, the bobsled team, we're gonna miss that. I'm sorry, track and field. As much as I'm going to try my damnedest to watch Sha'Carri go, right? But at the same time, if I miss it, I'm not going to sit here and record it to make sure I see it. I'm just going to be like, fuck, I missed it. And that's going to kind of be – and I wonder how many other Americans have that mentality. But then, Tony, actually, as I'm saying it, let me bring this in. Maybe Matt can take it over too. But how many non-sports fans watch the Olympics? You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's where the line kind of curves back out to kind of give us a up. But at the same time, people don't care about the NBA season. How much money? Like, am I buying Olympic gear? I can't tell you how much Ravens shit is in my fucking closet right now. I can tell you I have one Olympic thing ever, and it was because it was on sale for $5. It's a snapback. That's it. That's all I got for the Olympics. And literally, I could wear a Ravens outfit every day for every day of the year, and it's in my closet.
I had some Olympic sixes one time. That's about it.
Is that what Jordan wore to the Olympics?
I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Those are probably the Dream Team sixes. I wonder if he was on 6 at the Dream Team one.
He was number 9.
No. On his shoe, on Jordan's shoe.
Maybe. I think that's what the Olympics. I don't know, man. I'll just be wearing Jordan. But I think that is what it was. But the patriotic, I'm still black in America. Yeah, on the fence.
Well, my thing is too. So, because the big thing, it was Simone Biles, because she only got 30. It was like, what did you just say, 37.5 K, right?
Yeah.
Bro, her Gatorade endorsement and I believe it's Adidas. She might be a Nike athlete. It might be
Nike.
It is Nike. Yeah. I guarantee she's getting a fucking buttload of money from Nike.
I will say it's per gold medal, and a lot of these athletes compete in multiple things, especially gymnastics, swimmers. So like Michael Phelps probably made fucking $30 million off the United States from all of his gold medals and medals.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, there's like a gymnast who specializes in one event in the Olympics. Yeah, if that guy wins gold, he's only getting $37,000. Whereas another guy in the gymnastics might get 3-4 events. If he wins gold in all of them, or that team does, then that's $200,000. That probably more than this day job.
Yeah, it's just crazy seeing like other countries like I think Canada.
They got shit else going on.
I think Canada was the only ones lower than us, but somebody made a joke.
Sweden doesn't give them anything.
Yep.
It was either Sweden or Norway. They're both the same.
It's Sweden because I know it goes back to the taxes, like whatever, like the taxpayers still pay for the gold or whatever.
And then
so
like
it's-
Kazakhstan will give their gold medal a 3-bedroom apartment.
I'll take that.
Free
Yeah, I'll
place.
take that. Yeah, I'll take that. And then Sweden, like best place to live, top 5 places to live. So I'll
Allegedly.
take that. Yeah. And then
Yet
Canada,
to be seen.
somebody was like, yeah, all they gold medals go towards free health care, so they don't give a fuck. They can just walk into the hospital. But that's interesting, man. I like when the NBA players, like I really love Ant, bro. Like I just love his personality. Like he was talking shit to the ping pong team, telling them like he would beat them off. And then like when one of the women from the USA won gold, he was there watching her win and shit. So I like shit like that.
Hell yeah.
But I do, before we get off, it's a guaranteed goal for men and women basketball. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're also the only country, like if our basketball team won silver, we're like, well, that was fucking worthless. All right, great.
Yep.
But other countries, when they win silver,
Our,
yes.
Our 3x3 team, our 3-on-3 team hasn't won a single fucking game, by the way.
Yeah, they trash.
What is that? 3-on-3.
It's
what,
3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah, it's women's.
You couldn't get Carmelo and a couple retired NBA guys. You got Brian Scalabrine or something out there.
Who the fuck is playing there? I didn't even know it was a men's one.
It's like a former volleyball guy, I'm pretty sure.
No, playing. The volleyball guy is actually playing. He over there to play volleyball. He not there to play basketball.
Maybe I read it.
Only person I knew, I thought it was just women's, but of course it's got to be a men's one, right? But probably not, because all of them playing, all the good players playing in the fucking Olympics. So
yeah.
For the women, I think Christian, but
he said add me though on his thing. He doesn't. I don't think he gets it. We can't know when he needs to be added. Change your name when you got to be added, Christian. Anyway.
I know Haley Van Lith, or Van Lith, the girl from LSU that transferred. I know she on the women's team. They be getting their shit cooked, and that's some shit where I'm like, y'all at least could have bought Caitlin and Angel to play in the 3-on-3. But she in college though, so I don't know if that's the prerequisites for
non-professionals or something.
Yeah, like that. We also got like.
But we're the only country that does that though.
With the 3-on-3?
Oh no, the non-professional thing. No, the other countries are sending their best, and we're like, send the B team, send the guy who does fucking Amazon deliveries, but he
because we're gonna win anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, not in 3-on-3 basketball.
Oh yeah, that's what
game.
Our hat on, Matt. Oh, America, we suck because we didn't win a 3-on-3 fucking tournament.
Well, yeah.
Who cares?
Matt want to dominate.
They don't have pickup games in communist countries. They can't just go, hey, let's go play basketball. They're like, nah, we gotta fucking slave away at the coal mine.
Yeah. No, maybe that's the thing. It's like, hey, if you guys win, you get out of the coal mine, and they're like, all right, we're gonna
that's why they out there busting that. They out there shooting coal for goals at work. Like, hey,
Bro can't shoot a 3 because he got so many calluses.
But he's strong as fuck, so you can't guard him in the paint. It's like, yeah, they're not here picking coal. Let's go, Billy. What's next?
All right, hey, so we'll bring back a segment before we got 2 more segments left, maybe depending on how long this one's gonna go, but we'll bring back an old segment. I didn't really do a lot last year, but Tonio asked in the pre-show, we're gonna start off this year with Billy's best. I got NFL and college football, a little prerequisite of Billy's best, right? So we'll do top 5. We can react as we go. In the NFL, we'll do number 1, Kansas City. I think I'm done betting against Patrick Mahomes. We had our fun 1-2 years, Tonio, of like, does he got it? Tyreek Hill's gone. Let's see if he could do this or do that. He played the Ravens last year, and we were just like, all right, let's not run the ball for some reason and lose to them, and that's just the way it works. You got the Buffalo Bills, who were their other adversary, like, oh, yeah, here, we'll trade you this pick so you can make it in the first round. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Chris Jones gets re-signed. Travis Kelce's still with Taylor Swift, so until that goes in, Kansas City's your best team in the NFL right now. Am I wrong on any of those assessments?
Can't be wrong if they won it last year. I fucking hate Pat Mahomes. Pat, I ain't black Mahomes.
That is a sweet name for Patrick Mahomes, I will say. Pat ain't black Mahomes. That's good. Number 2, I was kind of dilly-dallying with 2-3. Number 2 is San Francisco. I do, however, think with me saying that, if San Fran doesn't win it this year, I don't know what happens. I think it would be stupid to fire Kyle Shanahan. Does John Lynch get fired? What do we do if San Fran doesn't win the Super Bowl this year, Matt?
You try again next year. I think they have a young team still, other than Trent Williams. So I think they just keep going. They,
Trouble
Trent
in
Williams,
paradise over there, Billy.
Yeah?
Trent Williams ain't signed yet. He ain't practicing.
Yeah,
I think it's because he's old. He's probably like, I'm not fucking doing that. I bet
it's a,
Kyle
con-
Shanahan's like,
it's a
"All right."
contract.
No, it's a
thing.
contract.
It's
It's a contract.
probably some of that too.
Oh, no, we did talk about that last week. Yeah. Brandon Ayuk was seen, though, today dapping up John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. So they might have took care of that.
Yeah.
Or he's just a good dude.
Or that. But at the same time, I wonder, too, if Trent Williams, if they're just kind of like, all right, man, you are old. I'm not saying you suck or something. But at the same time, like, we're not going to pay you this because you're fucking old, man. I'm sorry. Like, you just, like, we got to keep the rest of the team around. That's number 2. Number 3, I got the Ravens at 3. I don't like having them this high. If you watch the show, I barely try to get the Ravens on this list. But, again, losing the AFC title game simply by not running the ball, that's the only reason they lost the game. You could say fumbles. You could say whatever you want, bad penalties from a rookie. But we stopped running the ball, and that just kind of always is going to bother me. At number 4, and this is going to be a weird list too, because at number 4, I had Detroit. Now, before we hand it off to Matt, I think Detroit, with Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the way this defense is going to play, Dan Campbell being an incredible coach that I don't think gets enough credit for being as good of a coach as he is. Detroit's going to be someone to mess with. They were a fucking field goal away from going to the Super Bowl. So it's pretty incredible what Detroit's doing. Matt, am I tripping?
I wouldn't say we were a field goal away. We were a fucking ball off a face mask through the guy's hands and then into Brandon Ayuk's hands. That's how close we were to a Super Bowl. The craziest play of all time. I would put them above the Ravens. It was pretty ridiculous. The ball hit off his face mask and then went back through his hands into Brandon Ayuk's hands. That guy's no longer on our team, by the way. So
I'll bring you. I can name 2 plays right now that are crazier. The Mike Wallace catch off his leg, and then obviously the first choice is David Tyree coming down with his fucking helmet catch after Eli gets out of a sack. Stop, Matt. I get it. That's probably the best Detroit play ever, or whatever. Sure, but
best.
Craziest.
The worst play of all time.
Craziest. Excuse me.
Zay Flowers fumbled on the goal line.
I know.
That's worse than what y'all had. Because he could have just not fumbled and they would have scored.
Yeah.
That's
I agree with your top 4 though.
I don't know. And there ain't no shot at Matt's Detroit team. I just don't know. Really, because Matt was saying it last year himself. I pulled the tape. He was like, this might have been our year to be them guys.
No. You're taking that. No, yes, I said that. But
okay,
I was quoting what Dan Campbell said, right? Because it is hard in this league. That goes for any team. That may have just been your shot. Even if you have Patrick Mahomes, there's no guarantee you get the Super Bowl every year. That's all Dan Campbell was saying, and that's all I was saying.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. I don't know.
No. You're trying to twist it and quote saying that I don't think the Lions.
I literally just said I did not say that. I said there's no shot at you. Hey man, you drunk. I literally said that before I said it. I don't know, Billy. I think myself the Lions could be good, but they put all that juice into being really, really good.
Yeah,
right there.
But
we didn't lose anyone. We only added. So
I was gonna I was going to say, Tonio, with the way they draft and the way they've been drafting, I think it's hard to just not have them up there. Where you're looking at
NFC, right? NFC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't foresee the Eagles being sorry again. I think they get better. San Fran's still up there. Detroit gonna have to play one of them. I don't know. Green Bay
almost beat the Niners.
Chris almost don't never count. Y'all didn't. I'm saying, like,
but we did beat the Super Bowl champ.
Christian's people and his boy Jordan Love.
Green Bay.
Will he get?
On Billy's best, by the way, is number 5.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, will he get a wide receiver? Like, Christian said this dude sucked. I told him they didn't. He didn't listen. Then he went and stumped the Cowboys. So I don't know. I think Detroit top 5. They might be my number 5, but I don't have Green Bay number 4.
Okay,
I wouldn't have Green Bay. Yeah. So yeah.
I think with Philly, I want to see if the coaching works. That's why I left Philly out. It was really hard to not put them at 5, but it just the way it went down last year. Yes, they added where they needed to, but I just want to make sure the coaching is going to work out.
I mean, yeah, of course, Sirianni and your starting quarterback got to get along.
Yeah,
like each other. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, man, I do think your team is top 5. I just don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be. But yeah, Bill, I like the Billy's best with the exception of Green Bay. I think the Eagles replace.
You put You put Philly at 5, and I understand that. Like I said, that was my at number 5. I'm like, oh, and then and we'll talk contracts next week. I know I said it last week, but we'll talk contracts next week. But for the NCAA for Billy's best right now, Division I college football. These are the 5 best teams. And again, let me like preface this by these are the top 5 teams that can win a national championship. I'm not saying these are going to be your number 1 through 5 for the college playoff rankings. That's not what I'm saying. But at number 1 is Georgia. I
only lost a game in 2 years.
And not by a lot either. Like it was still a close fight.
And against the greatest coach we ever seen.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that.
That's not hard. That was the easiest pick, I think, was number 1 was Georgia.
Yeah.
Number 2 is hard. Number 2 is going to be where it gets a little hard. And I'm going to put Ohio State up there. I've never really I've been not an Ohio State homer, but an Ohio State sympathizer, I would say. I think with Will Howard, we're acting like Will Howard was some bum or something. But he won a Big 12 championship at Kansas State. I think he's going to do really well in this offense with Chip Kelly, another underrated hire. He's just sitting waiting for Ryan Day to get fired so he can take over. And Ohio State's my number 2. Am I tripping with that, Matt?
I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, and they have every single player returning because not a single player on that team has beat Michigan. So they're like the most returning seniors of all time of any top team. So I don't think they're number 2. They definitely won't finish the season at number 2. So we'll re-update this in a year.
Chances at a natty. They have the second best chances to me.
Not with Ryan Day. The team, yes. If they had any other coach, yes. That team is crazy.
Do. They got Chip Kelly.
No, as an offense coordinator, what the fuck has he done since he left Oregon? Name me something.
Almost built UCLA into a really good program. But
almost. That's just like me saying the Lions almost beat the Niners. You guys shut that down every time.
I did not.
No.
That was me. But I agree with you, Matt. I agree.
You can't almost do anything.
Can't almost
anywhere you go.
And that's why Brian. That's why you think Buddy and LSU good, Billy, because he almost did some shit.
Yeah,
fuck Brian Kelly.
True that.
Go ahead.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I agree with it, and I hate it. Shout out to Dre. I hate agreeing with it, but I know what they just got in the backfield. He just left home.
Yeah.
I know what Junkins did his freshman year.
And he's OP on College Football 25. Jesus.
Crazy. Best running back by a long shot on College 25.
What's crazy, Tonio, we said he was the best running back last year too.
Who said it?
Well, most people, Matt. Shut up.
I did. Matt
he'll go higher than Corum or Donovan Edwards might go pretty high.
Yeah.
Donovan Edwards gonna fucking go off this year. That's all we got. That's all we
what
got.
it is.
We got him and Colson Loveland. We don't even have a quarterback. Orgy, he's got a cool name. Is he gonna be good? All we know is Donovan Edwards is a fucking player, and we're gonna. Him.
But that's okay though, Matt, because I didn't have a quarterback last year.
Hey, we had a quarterback who won us a national championship.
He did not. Your running game did. Don't disrespect. Don't.
Who was the starting quarterback on the depth chart?
Okay. All right. Cool.
So, Tonio, let me help Matt out with that. Now, is Donovan Edwards?
You can't. We gotta go to number 3. I don't care about Michigan.
It was actually a slap in the face to Matt.
My fault. My bad. If you slapping Matt, it's cool.
Is Donovan Edwards going to be able to do what he did without someone like Blake Corum to kind of take a lot of that load and then just like, all right, go run 63 yards, go score us 3 fucking touchdowns on 3 carries? Donovan Edwards is not going to be that guy.
Guess what?
Matt, he's not gonna score every play now. You gotta.
He's never scored every play, but we have another running back that we can use in the Blake Corum role, but reversed. So now we're going to be a more passing offense. Alex Orji is going to spread the ball out. It's not going to be I for him. Alex Orji is going to be our starting quarterback. It's going to be a different offense this year.
It sounds like
Donovan Edwards is still going to be good.
Y'all change the offense up, y'all gonna lose. Wait, how many linemen came back for y'all? Like 1, 2?
None. Not a single one.
All of them gone.
We had 6 offensive linemen drafted.
Oh yeah. Ryan Day keeping his job, baby. they smacking y'all shit this year.
No, because that's all we've been recruiting as offensive linemen.
Yeah, it takes a second, Matt. You ain't gonna have 5 freshmen out there.
We have 4 seniors starting this year.
Damn.
Right.
It's not like we just lost all these guys. We have 5-star offensive linemen who haven't been able to play.
So all right. With that, it was Michigan at 3, and then Ole Miss at 4.
Even me as a Michigan fan, Michigan at 3 is too high. Ole Miss is too high.
So
man. I think we like a number 5 though, Billy. I ain't gonna lie.
So hold on, but it's chances at winning a national championship, and if you break it down, I think it's Georgia and Ohio State for national championship this year. I get we got 12 teams, but those are the best teams. It just logically looking at the landscape.
I will say logically, I wouldn't put Michigan there. I would. All right, Michigan fan aside, I'm not mad with Ohio State too, because if you look at their schedule versus Michigan's schedule in the first year of the new Big Ten, Ohio State doesn't play any of those guys. Michigan, It's like, who's the best people in the Big Ten? Michigan is playing them all in a row plus Texas. Yeah. So if we get through that gauntlet, I don't think we lose to anyone if we get through that gauntlet. I'm saying we could beat anyone if we get through at least with 1 loss going into the playoffs. I think we can beat anyone. My hopes are fucking through the roof. Now, Ohio State, they're over here playing fucking Texas Tech, fucking agriculture, fucking UTI at the fucking 10th week. But I don't think Michigan should be 3. I think they should be low. I think you need to put Texas or Oregon somewhere in there. I think they're going to be up there.
I think if they got a different head coach that wasn't Sharon Moore, I would have them lower. But I think keeping him has Michigan higher.
He's a stud, and his recruiting is gone. But this is a Jim Harbaugh team. Next year, I think we might be at 3. But this year we lost so much, he wasn't able to fully be the recruiter. So, but look, this year we already have 10-fold of the recruits we had last year. So I just don't. I think this year is kind of like not necessarily a rebuild because there's no rebuild in college football, but I think it's a 2-loss team this year, and it kills me to say that.
Tony, you think I got Ole Miss too high?
I mean, yes and no. I think we are top 5, so 4 ain't really, 4 ain't really like.
Y'all will have the best offense in college football.
I don't think. I think with, like I told you, bro, Lane's Achilles heel was Nick Saban. It wasn't just because Alabama was crazy better than us. It was because Lane couldn't get over that Nick Saban bump, bro. Hey, bro, that's Nick. That was my old friend. I'm gonna go take over.
correct me if I'm wrong too, even in the SEC East where it's like, okay, we can win the East, but we're going to play Alabama. That's where Lane was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because I'm like schedule-wise, Furman, Middle Tennessee, Wake Forest, Georgia Southern, Kentucky, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, Arkansas. The best game we got on the schedule, Billy, is Georgia.
Yeah.
We have another chance to go 12-1. Like, and just I'm gonna be real with you. If Georgia's defense ain't like they was last 2 years, Billy, we'll get in a shootout with Georgia. Georgia got
It will be.
With Missouri.
Yeah. You think that defense will be good, man?
Yeah, the only problem is they don't have Brock Bowers. They're fucking when in doubt, fucking Carson Beck closes his eyes. I've got fucking ball.
Yeah, but they read up with another white dude that's good as fuck.
Yeah, but you can't replace Brock Bowers. There's the greatest tight end in college football history almost. Like, I'm not saying he is almost. I could debate it. There's some other guys, but like no one put fear in people's heart like Brock Bowers. Yeah. Line him up out wide and you're like, God damn, we got our best cover guy on him, and he's just throwing him to the ground. Like, what the fuck? But that defense is still going to be that defense.
Yeah, I'm mentally, it's all a mind game to me, and I hope that in Kirby's mind, he like, oh, Nick ain't here no more. Let me take the foot off the gas a little bit. We don't got to beat the shit out of people.
What I'm scared about for just all of college football is Kalen DeBoer had one of the best college football offenses last year with Washington, right? Yeah, some guys got drafted, but where did he recruit them from? They were 3-star guys. Now you put him in Alabama with Nick Saban's guys the first year. He's going to go off this year. Now his recruiting, that's going to be something else.
Nick
but
Saban,
those are Nick Saban's guys.
Yeah, Nick Saban didn't have nobody last year offensively. That wasn't like the fucking teams before. He didn't have no fucking.
Yeah,
the
but
best player he had was.
It's still 4 and 5 stars across the board. Like Kalen DeBoer can get his hands on it. Offensively, they're going to be great. They still have returning seniors who still didn't want to transfer out.
No, I get it. I mean, my biggest concern with DeBoer is what he gonna do with Jalen Milroy because he's not Penix.
Yep.
He's not Penix. He's not gonna stand in their pocket. And
if
you try
but
to
he can still throw that deep ball, which DeBoer likes. It's everything else with Milrow.
He has an amazing deep ball. Like
it's the intermediate check routes that kills Milrow. But
that's what I'm saying.
DeBoer, he's like, oh, I can throw a deep ball and I can just tell this guy to take off.
Yeah, but will he do that? Will he?
I'm telling him. I'm telling him.
This is my offense, so I want you to sit in the pocket. Is he like, yo, sit in the pocket? That's what's gonna get you to the lead.
No, I'm sending a guy who's 225 pounds runs a 4.4. Hey, if no one's open, you're out of there.
I hope so. But Billy, that was fun. We closed the show out there. That was fun.
Yep.
Will we have like 3 weeks to the first game?
August 29th.
About a month, a full month.
Yeah.
Still, it's so close. It's so awesome.
It is.
But also, real quick to round it out, I got Texas at 5. We can talk about that later.
I don't think they stay there. That's just me.
This is the highest I've ever had Texas. I'm going to buy into the hype. I said if they did well this year, that I would finally believe what they got going on, and I'm a man of my word, and that's what I believe. Tonio, you were right, dude. This is a great show, and we only did an hour.
Yeah,
crushing it. I got watching 4.5 hours. So
yeah.
Gross.
That
shit's gay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I forgot about what that is.
Huh?
Galley watch?
No, we got to do the
watching the popsicles.
No.
They're just gonna be eating pudding.
No. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go to the galley and steal some stuff, and then I'll send Sporter Deck. But yeah, sadly.
It's been an amazing episode 126. Talking about the shit I love the most, sports, with people I love dope every week. Billy, we'll let you get off here so you can go to watch. Matt, I'm coming out there to help you get some AC because it's too hot. It's summer, need some air.
I've never seen the tank top. I've known.
Hey man, yeah. Hey, keep and the air when I'm going, man, I ain't see you with a tank top on. That's crazy.
Third deck wasn't that bad.
Y'all keep watching.
Stay cool up there.
Y'all keep sharing. Y'all keep liking. Everybody that listen to us on Apple and Spotify and iHeart, we appreciate y'all too. And it's been another amazing episode of Brick Shots, Billy Antonio. Peace.